thought you didn't. Okay. Just jump in the first one, I guess.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt.
All right, so Graydon out front. He has a 1.9 second lead over Seth. Matt, David, and Kenny. Alexander, as soon as you're ready. Okay.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt.
$13.5 four-wheel drives up next. So we will have plenty of time to charge our cars, so go ahead and put them down after the race and get right back out to corner marshal.
After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt.
All right, Graydon out front. He's on 18.405. Seth 18.412. Matt 17.412. David 17.414. And Kenny 16.409.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt.
Oh boy. Graydon Edwards out front. Fast lap of 13.4.
1 minute left. After 3 minutes
Seth
1 second,
14.0.
the top drivers
Matt
are Graydon
14.9.
Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt.
13.411 fast lap into 21.5.
21.5
class
left.
down there was crazy fast. It was almost as fast as 17.5.
Seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and David Pyle.
And everybody at that track ran Team Powers. Everybody.
15 seconds left.
I think the owner's a distributor for them.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
She will call you done.
Kenny Crawford done. Matt Hoyt done. David Pyle done. Seth Rhodes done. All drivers are finished. Graydon Edwards done.
All right. Get right back out to corner.
The race is completed.
Terry Brown, I'm going to need you to call the truck race tonight. Truckin'. That'll be up after this four-wheel. Thank you, sir. Get them checked in, everybody. Corners 2 position.
Earl Newton. Vince Lim. Darren Smith. Ryan Johnson. Dan Jefferson.
All right, everybody's checked in. Let's get them lined up. So far, this corner marshaling thing is working great. Daniel, Ryan, Earl, Vince, and Darren. Daniel, Ryan, Earl, Vince, and Darren. Here we go. Drivers ready. Corners ready. On the tone in less than 5.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Ryan Johnson, and Vince Lim.
All right, Daniel out front. Oh, Ryan out front now. Ryan all over the back of Dan.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Dan
Oh,
Jefferson,
no!
and Vince Lim.
Dan with a roll in a bad spot. Dan falls all the way back to the 4 on that one, but he's got plenty of time. Yeah.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Vince Lim, and Darren Smith.
Dan up to the 3. He's got a lot of work to do with 2:15 left.
After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Vince Lim, and Dan Jefferson.
So let's do short course next. We'll change
After
it up
2
because
minutes
it's
31
Alexander's busy.
seconds, the top
We'll do
drivers are
short
Ryan
course
Johnson,
next, and we'll
Vince
follow
Lim,
that with
and Dan
Stadium
Jefferson.
Truck. So short course will be up next. We'll give you a little bit to get your trucks ready. Ryan out front, Vince 2, Daniel the 3. Fast lap of 12.44 out of Dan, 12.47 out of Ryan, 12.6 out of
left.
Vince.
After 3 minutes 2
12.6
seconds,
out of
the
Earl and
top drivers
12.8
are
out of
Ryan
Darren.
Johnson,
They're all in the
Vince Lim,
12s.
and Dan Jefferson.
Got 50 seconds left.
45 seconds left.
Dan is closing in on Vince. He's got to get around him and pull away with 30 seconds left. Vince has
30
been
seconds
driving
left.
really, really well.
After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Vince Lim, and Dan Jefferson. "15 seconds left.
All right. Dan's right on the back
10,
of Vince.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh,
1.
boy. Oh. That was a nice try.
Darren Smith done. Ryan Johnson done. Vince Lim done. Dan Jefferson done.
And waiting on Earl. So we'll use
All
like
drivers
4
are
of you, I
finished.
guess, for this next one. Since
Earl
there's only
Newton
3
done.
quarter miles, we'll save the other person for after short course for the stadium truck.
The race is
So
completed.
let's just have 4 of you come out, and then we'll save 1 of you for the next one. We'll do short course. There's only 3 short course in this one. Yeah.
If people aren't going to come out here and corner marshal for me, I'm not going to corner marshal either.
Well,
There was no corner marshal there or in the middle.
it's going to take a little bit to implement that.
Carlo D.
Hey, Dan, it's a club race. Okay. Carlos checked in. Just waiting on Jeremy and Matt. Darren, probably on the inside would be better. Yeah. All right. We just need Jeremy and Matt.
Jeremy Becker.
And let's get Matt turned on here. There we go. Okay, go across the line. There you go. All right. So it's going to go Carlo, Jeremy, and Matt.
Matt Hoyt.
See, I figure if we do this in now, by the fall, everybody will be used to it, and then when all the people come back. You guys want to land rush or you want to go? Should be Carlo, Jeremy, Matt. Okay, that's where you're going to start. Here we go. On the tone, listen 5. Yeehaw! Short course madness. Huh? The stadium truck's up next.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Carlo D, and Matt Hoyt. After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Carlo D, and Matt Hoyt.
All right, Jeremy in the 1, Carlo in the 2, Matt in the 3.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Carlo D, and Matt Hoyt.
Okay. Carlo just had a 14.8 his fast lap. 14.6 out of Jeremy. 14.8 out of Matt. So Matt's got pace too.
Two minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
.130 left. Carlo, Jeremy, Matt.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Carlo D, and Matt Hoyt.
No. Okay, Jeremy's still out front. 16.409. Carlo's got a 16.409.
1 minute left.
Oh, Carlo
After
fell
3
back.
minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Jeremy
Oh,
Becker,
there we
Carlo
go.
D, and Matt
There's
Hoyt.
the chance. Run away, run away. You got 45 seconds left.
45 seconds left.
Jeremy fell off quite a bit on that one.
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, The top drivers are Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
Uh-oh, here we go. 20-second left. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, the worst corner ever.
15 seconds left.
10 seconds.
10, 8, 7,
This is going to be a good
6,
main. Everybody's the same
5,
speed here.
4, 3, 2.
Okay, I'm going to need
1.
Terry Brown. Here he comes. Look at that. Right on cue.
Carlo D done.
Okay, so we'll
Matt
need
Hoyt
one of you
done.
from four-wheel drive to volunteer. One more. Jeremy's still going. That's the race. Wait, Jeremy,
All
keep
drivers
going.
are finished.
There we go. Okay,
Jeremy Becker done.
that was weird.
The race is completed.
All right, we go down to Stadium Truck. Okay. Our guest DJ tonight, Downtown Terry Brown.
Graydon Edwards. Lil Putton.
DJ's short for Dr. Jones. Welcome to 13.5 Stadium Truck by Reedy. We'd also like to thank Mr. Kevin for filling us all up with hot dogs, chips, potato salad, and cookies tonight. Thank you. So we have tonight 13.5 Stadium Truck with 4 lucky contestants. Alexander
Vince
Little
Lim.
Puddin', Kevin Fearless,
Fearless
Leader,
Leader.
Vince the Iceman, and Graydon the Prodigy Edwards up in his stadium truck. So that's your lineup: Alexander, Kevin, Vince, and Graydon. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing a heads-up start, 4 minutes, qualifier heat number 1. Corners, how we looking? Pretty substantial on the corner marshals. Thank you very much. Drivers are checked in. Line them up. Alexander, Kevin, Vince, and Graydon. Everybody happy? Prepare for battle in less than 5 seconds. And they're off. Alexander leads them around. Kevin hot on his tail. Vince right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a nice train. Stay in line. Who's going to blink first? 1, 2, 3, 4. Going into the second lap. Very nice. Oh, Kevin with a bicycle maneuver.
After 30 seconds,
Vince with
the
a
top
hiccup.
drivers are Fearless
Alexander
Leader, Lil
misses a
Puttin,
jump.
and Vince Lim.
That sends Kevin to first. Vince gets out of rhythm. Putting Graydon, it looks like, to second. Kevin with a bit of a breakaway lead. Vince getting him rolling now. Got back in the rhythm. Second,
3
third, and
minutes
fourth
left. 1 minute,
right
1
together
second.
on the
The
track.
top drivers are
Kevin
Fearless Leader,
with a
Graydon
mistake
Edwards, and
into
Vince
the
Lim.
wall ride. Puts him into fourth. Plenty of time. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Vince in the 1, Graydon 2, Alexander 3, Kevin 4. Oh, and another traction roll. So Vince leads us around. Alexander's getting going
After 1
again.
minute 31 seconds,
Fast
the
lap
top drivers are
belongs
Vince
to
Lim,
Vince
Graydon
with a
Edwards,
13
and Lil
flat.
Puttin.
Alexander's got a 13.2. Graydon's got a 13.2. Oh, second and third pilot up in the stairs. Graydon comes out in second. Alexander with a rollover maneuver.
2 minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top
Vince
drivers are
cruising
Vince
around
Lim,
in first
Graydon Edwards,
place.
and Lil Puttin.
Graydon holding on to second with a bit of a cushion. Kevin's moved back up to third. We got a 13 flat out of Vince. He's turning it up a little.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Graydon Edwards, and Fearless Leader.
Oh, Alexander cuts it a little tight. We got a little bit of a spread now. Coming up on 1 minute to go.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 2 seconds,
Vince in the
top
one.
drivers are Vince Lim,
Graydon
Graydon
in the
Edwards,
two.
and Fearless
Kevin
Leader.
applying the heat in the 3. Right on his bumper. Nice
45
and smooth.
seconds left.
Stair steps, danger on the stair steps. Watch it, Vince. There you go, clear. Oh, Kevin shortens it.
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 32
Graydon
seconds,
with a little
the top
breathing
drivers
room.
are Vince Lim, Graydon Edwards, and
Vince
Fearless
looking
Leader.
to lap Mr. Alexander. Fifteen
15
seconds left.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
On
4,
the wall, look out on the
3,
stairs.
2, 1.
Clear.
Vince Lim done.
Vince is
Lil Puttin
done.
done. Graydon Edwards done.
Track still alive, waiting for Mr. Kevin to come across the finish line.
All drivers are finished.
And that's a race.
Fearless Leader done.
Finishing order is Vince 1, Graydon 2, Kevin 3, Alexander 4.
The race is completed.
And the race is completed.
All right, I think this one we'll definitely need corner marshals because two guys are up top racing and I'm here, so we're going to need 3 corners.
Lil Puttin. Emily Weldon.
Got
Vince
that
Lim.
corner? We could use one more corner. Probably in the middle, maybe. Let's get Dan across the line. Dan, you got a transponder in
Dan
that thing?
Jefferson.
There you go. All right. Line them up, guys. Line them up. Daniel, Alexander, Vince, and Emily. Daniel, Alexander, Vince, and Emily. Sure. Here we go. Drivers ready, corners ready. On the tone, less than 5. Whoa! Dan's been running sock too much. Oh, no. There you go. Careful.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Lil Puttin, Vince Lim, and Dan Jefferson.
So this is Mod Buggy for those of you who
After 1
are in
minutes
here
left, top
watching. This is
drivers are
the
Lil Puttin,
fastest
Dan
class
Jefferson,
normally.
and Vince Lim.
Alexander with a 12.8, Dan with a 12.2, Vince Lamaga with a 13.1, Emily 13.1. So Dan, fast lap a 12.209. He just had a 12.28. All over the back of Vince.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Lil Puttin,
So
Dan
Vince,
Jefferson,
Dan
and
is
Vince
in
Lim.
second overall. Just saying, it is qualifying. Just go, Dan, go. It's all good. It's qualifying. It's club race qualifying. Don't do it in main. Or who was that? Oh, no, that was Vince.
2 minutes after left. 2 minutes 1
So
second.
Alexander's in the,
top
one,
drivers are
19.411.
Lil Puttin,
Now
Dan
Jefferson to the
and
one.
Vince Lim.
Alexander fell back on that one. .130 left, 130.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds,
We will
the
need
top
a volunteer
drivers are Dan
after this
Jefferson,
one
Lil
for
Puttin,
sure.
and Vince Lim.
Dan is going to be, or Alexander will have to come help out here. So it's Daniel, Alexander, Vince, and Emily.
1 minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson,
Emily's
Lil
got a
Puttin, and Vince Lim.
13.05. Let's go, Emily. Let's get you into the 12s. Tighten up those lines. Slow as
45
fast.
seconds left.
Looks like a good lap here. 13.2.
After left. 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers
There we
are
go,
Dan Jefferson,
12.977.
Lil Puttin, and Vince Lim.
20 seconds left, 20 seconds. All drivers in the 12s.
15
Alexander
seconds
just had his
left.
fast lap, 12.5. Straight away.
10,
All clear.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Ooh, Vince gets
5,
a race and roll.
4,
Or was that Alexander?
2, 1.
All right. Oh. Go.
Lil Puttin done. Vince Lim done.
Waiting
Dan
on
Jefferson done.
Emily. Whoa, boy. Whoa.
All drivers are finished.
All right, that's that.
Emily Weldon done. The race is completed.
Okay. Okay. 17.5 stock. This is Chad, Emily, Kenny, Matt, Seth, J-Rex, Matt, and Emily's going to be in this one too. We're going to
Chad
need
Kramer.
lots of corner marshals out here, please.
J-Rex.
Lots of corners.
Matt Rigsby. Kenny Crawford.
There were people back to back.
Jeremy Becker. Emily Weldon. Seth Rhodes.
Somebody's in the middle. We need some corners on the other end down there.
Matt
Hey,
Hoyt.
David. Probably don't need you there. We could probably use you on the other end or in the middle somewhere. Everybody's checked in. Bring them around. Probably should have put an extra heat of this. Maybe we'll do that for the mains, break them down into smaller chunks. We'll do a C main here because we got 14, 15, so we'll do 5, 5, and 5 in the mains. going to go Chad, Jeremy, Kenny, Matt, Seth, J-Rex, Matt, Rigsby, and Emily. Okay, here we go. Oh, man. I'm feeling like really bad about this right now. Here we go. Take it easy on the tone of less than 5. Work together, work together. Good job, everybody. There we go. Hey, look at that. That's a good PDX stock start right there. Up. I spoke too soon. There's a car in the middle. All right. Good job, everybody. That's what I like to see. Let you guys get a few laps in.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Chad Kramer, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
All righty. 1 minute gone. Chad out in front, 18.403 is his
3
pace.
minutes, the top drivers are Chad Kramer, Jeremy Becker, and Seth Rhodes.
Watch out on the wall ride. Jeremy in the 2, 17.408. Seth in the 3, 16.409. Then it falls off from there. Seth down to 403. So right now, for those of you watching, this is just qualifying. This will place
After
you
1
in your
minute 30
main,
seconds,
and we'll
the
do
top
double
drivers are
main
Chad
events.
Kramer, Jeremy Becker, and Seth Rhodes.
So Chad Kramer in the 1, Jeremy in the 2. Chad's a full lap faster than the field. So if you see that gold car and yellow come up on you, bronze and yellow, let him go. He's coming up onto the
10
tabletop.
minutes
Oh,
left.
you just took him
The
out.
top drivers are Chad Kramer, Jeremy Becker, and Emily Weldon.
Yeah, be nice down there to Darren.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds,
All right.
the top drivers
Chad's
are
on
Chad Kramer,
18.407.
Jeremy Becker, and Emily Weldon.
He's going through the jump section into the wall ride. Let him go. Up on the tabletop. Oh, nicely done. Went right over the top. He's got clear track in front of him now.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Chad Kramer, Jeremy Becker, and Emily Weldon.
50 seconds left.
"45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Chad Kramer, Jeremy Becker, and Seth Rhodes.
20 seconds.
15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You qualify then, so that'll put you in the qualifier.
Jeremy Becker done. Kenny Crawford done.
All right.
Chad Kramer done. J-Rex done.
Waiting on Seth
Seth Rhodes done.
and Emily.
All drivers are finished.
All
Emily
right.
Weldon done. The race is completed.
Last heat of the night. Hey, Vince, any chance you can call this one?
Dan Jefferson, Graydon Edwards, Terry Brown, Earl Newton, Ryan Johnson.
All right, here we go. We need a marshal by Karen. Marshal by Karen. We got Seth over
Fearless
there.
leader.
We got guys down
Todd
there. We need
Powell.
one by Karen over here on this side, opposite end. All the way over here. Oh, but these guys, they got a lot of guys. They should be way, more than enough. Think we have enough marshals. If you could just make yourself available for another race when we're short, that'd be nice. So we don't need two down at the end of the driver's stand. Just save yourself for the next time we call for marshals. Thank you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Stock buggy heat 2. It's going to be Dan, Todd, Kevin, Ryan, Earl, Terry, and Graydon. All right, proper spacing, white tape. There you go. Okay, here we go. Where's the mouse? Right, 75 stock buggy heat number 2 on the tone. And they're off. Nice start. Going around Karen. All right, there you go. These are the more experienced stock drivers. Knowing to have patience before trying to make a move. No change in the lineup. Same lineup. Freight training down the back, over the doubles, over the wall ride. Still Dan, then Todd, then Kevin. Ryan.
After 30 seconds,
Earl,
the top
Terry,
drivers are Dan
Graydon.
Jefferson, Todd Powell, and Fearless Leader.
Oh, there Kevin. First one to blink. On the wall ride. Lets everyone through. Oh, then double blinks. Way back now. A lot of work, a lot of time. Dan's pulling away. Dan in the 1, Todd's up to the 2. Ryan Johnson in the 3. Looks like Earl in the 4, Terry. And Kevin, oh, that's Graydon. There's Kevin.
After
You guys
1
have
minute
the
left,
same.
the top drivers
same
are Dan
paint scheme.
Jefferson, Todd Powell, and Ryan Johnson.
Dan's got about a straightaway lead. Fast lap out of Dan, 12.5. Fastest lap of the race, about a half second faster than the field. Dan in the 1, Todd in the 2. Earl's up to the 3. Terry in the 4. Graydon, Ryan.
After 1 minute 30 seconds,
happened to Todd?
the
Oh,
top
there's Todd.
drivers are
Where's
Dan
Todd?
Jefferson,
No, Todd's
Todd
in the 2,
Powell,
sorry.
and Earl Newton.
Dan, Todd, Earl, Terry, Graydon, Ryan, Kevin. Dan and Todd on the 19-lap pace. Everyone else, 18s. Dan, a big lead.
After 2 minutes,
Way
the top
ahead.
drivers
Todd's
are
is
Dan
still in the
Jefferson,
2.
Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
Earl's up to the 3. Terry and Graydon. Ryan and Kevin. There goes Dan over the wall ride. Down the straight. Looks like he'll be catching up on Ryan pretty soon. Todd still in the 2. Earl in the 3. Terry
After 2
and Graydon
minutes
battling it
31
out for
seconds,
4.
the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
Someone tipped it over there. Who was that? Oh, it's Terry. Terry let them all by. Terry's now back to the. Going to battle out with Kevin's for the cellar. The cellar dweller. Here comes Todd around Karen, still in the 2, but Dan's way ahead.
1
About-
minute
got
left.
about a half a
After
lap
3 minutes 1
lead on,
second,
Todd.
the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
Earl and Graydon now battling for the 3. Graydon's right there. Looking in, looking out.
45 seconds left.
Oh, he's right up on him now. Oh, the pressure. Under pressure. Graydon up to the 3. Not too far behind Todd. Got about
30
3 more
seconds
laps left.
After 3 minutes 32 seconds,
Come on, Graydon.
the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Todd Powell, and Graydon Edwards.
Just 2 turns, Graydon. 2 turns on Todd. 2 turns.
15
One
seconds
straightaway.
left.
Should get 1 more lap after this, so just
10,
keep going. Come on.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
There goes Todd.
1.
Graydon, last one.
Dan Jeppesen done. Earl Newton done. Ryan
Looks like
Johnson
Todd's
done.
going to be Todd
Terry
and
Brown
not
done.
Crash.
Fearless
So
leader
Todd's
done.
in the 2, Graydon in the 3.
Todd Powell done.
Followed by
All
Earl,
drivers are
Ryan,
finished.
Terry,
Graydon
and
Edwards
Kevin.
done. The race is completed.
What are we missing? What are we missing?
Protect sockets, like hex.
Oh, hexes.
I bought the or I bought the wheel hex or the wheel bolts. I need the hex, right? For the screws or for the screws? I would use MIP. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about the sockets. I was like, yeah, these are. So this is if you look at my tools, this is all I run is MIP stuff. And see, I wouldn't have gotten them unless Alex had upselled me.
Yeah, there we go.
These are my favorites. Now you can go argue for situation after I'm done. Right? Yeah, these are my favorite tools. If you like, I have every single size one. Yeah, they're pricey, but they're the best tools of all. Help make me a better racer. I wish. I've been saying the same thing. I have all the luxury stuff in my cars, and I still suck.
All right, so we'll start up at 7:30 with 21.5 A number 1. We'll do one bump from the C and the B. You get to bump up one time, and that'll go into the second round of mains. So if you win the C, you bump up. If you lose the B, you go down. So that's the way we're going to do it. Same thing for the A. If you win the B, you move up. If you lose the A, you go down. So you have 9 minutes. All right, let's have everybody start. Heading out from 21-5, Seth, Graydon, David, Kenny, and Matt. And then our corner marshals should be Daniel, Todd. Well, Graydon can't, but Earl, Ryan, and one volunteer for Graydon.
Graydon Edwards.
Let's not make Dan go in the middle. He's got a bad back. Please, let's not make Dan go in the middle. Anybody else but Dan in the middle.
Kenny Crawford. Matt Hoyt.
We do need somebody at the far end down there.
David Pyle.
Daniel, Todd, Earl, Ryan, and a volunteer. Emily's out there. Emily, probably move to the middle. Yeah. So once we get Seth checked in.
Seth Rhodes.
All right, line them up. Seth, Graydon, David, Kenny, and Matt. Grab one off my pit. Yeah. Here we go. On the tone in less than 5. Easy does it. That 21.5, that's a jump to make that thing. Even Todd Powell had a hard time making it in 17.5.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Matt Hoyt, and Seth Rhodes.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to case the jump. That's okay. I'm in the B main. I'm in the B main. I'm coming for you. I got to win the B. Second fastest lap is in the third in the B.
After 1 minute, 4 minutes the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Matt Hoyt, and Seth Rhodes.
We had a good race at the end, though. There was 4 of us together. That was fun. And nobody caused any wrecks. I wanted to. I wanted to blast Ryan in that group, but I didn't do it. So Graydon out front, 22.507.
After 1 minute,
Seth,
30 seconds,
25.0.
the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt.
How is he so fast? It's like Graydon went to the Todd Powell School of
3
Driving.
minutes after left. 2 minutes 1 second.
Nice
the top
tight
drivers
lines.
are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I know. Todd teaches everybody how to drive. Todd taught me how to drive. It just didn't stick. Ah. Oh, God, I love Todd.
After 2 minutes
the
31
best.
seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt.
Well, it's hard. I kept having to check up behind you. I'm going into corners going, how slow can Todd take that corner? Meanwhile, Dan's just out there out front.
2 minutes
Walking
left.
away.
After 3 minutes 1 second. The top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and
All
Matt
right,
Hoyt.
so Graydon out front, 22.503 is pace. Seth, 21.506. Matt Hoyt on a 25.05. David, 25.13. And Kenny is on a 17, almost 18 lap run. Come on, Kenny.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt.
Oh, boy.
One minute left. After 4 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt. "45 seconds left.
Okay, 45 seconds. Graydon's looking to take this one. Seth, 21.507. Just had his fast lap of 13.8 that time by.
30 seconds left.
Straightaway,
After
straightaway.
4
Go
minutes,
inside,
32
go
seconds,
inside,
the
inside,
top drivers
inside,
are Graydon
inside.
Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Matt Hoyt. "15 seconds left.
13.5 four wheels up next.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Kenny Crawford done.
Hi. Hi.
David Pyle done. Matt Hoyt done. Graydon Edwards done. All drivers are finished. Seth Rhodes done.
All right, that's the race.
The race is completed.
I don't think so. It depends on if he's. Good job on the corners. Why don't you move over here? In the middle.
Ryan Johnson,
That's what I like to see.
Darren
We got
Smith.
corners here.
Vince Lim, Earl Newton, Dan Jefferson.
All right, it's checked in. Let's get them lined up, ladies and gentlemen. In the first row, RTQ Ryan Johnson. In second, not to be too far outdone, Vince Lamaco. And in third, Daniel Jepson. And fourth, Earl of Newton. And fifth place, his pitmate, Darren, I don't even know what to say, the out-of-breath guy, Smith. Here we go. On the tone, less than 5. Yeah, why don't we just do short course again next? That worked out last time. Vince trying to hold off Dan.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Vince Lim, and Dan Jeppesen.
Ooh, Dan looks inside there, almost makes it stick. He's got the speed on Vince. Vince is holding him off, though.
After 1 minute,
Oh, no,
the top
Ryan
drivers
rolls
are
it.
Ryan Johnson, Vince Lim,
That puts
and Dan
Vince in the
Jeppesen.
one. Dan right there. Dan keeps looking inside on that sweeper. So do we want to do stadium truck next, or what do we do? Short course. Short course next. Short course will be next. All right. Vince still leading us around.
After 1 minute,
Holding
30
down.
seconds.
Oh, Dan's got a
the
chance
top
this
drivers
time.
are Vince Lim, Dan
Oh,
Jeppesen,
Vince
and
shuts
Ryan
the door.
Johnson.
Ryan's right there, too. Dan's showing a lot of patience here. For you younger drivers, watch Dan. He is not going to push anything. He's just going to pressure him. These two guys have been racing together a long time. This is what it should look like. Oh, Vince goes a little wide, then Dan takes it. Here comes Ryan. 1, 2, 3 all together.
2 minutes. The top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Vince Lim, and Ryan Johnson.
Ooh, Ryan's got the speed on Vince, too. Associated, X-Ray.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Vince Lim, and
Dan's
Ryan
starting
Johnson.
to pull away a little bit now. Coming up on some lap traffic, though. Ooh, Ryan gives a little love tap. Oh, they both roll it over. No, go, 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 Ryan. Oh, no. Watch out. Don't hit the kid. You okay?
2 minutes After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Vince Lim, and Ryan Johnson.
So now everybody's kind of gapped. Darren and Earl are battling out.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Vince Lim, and Ryan Johnson.
So Earl over the back of Darren now. That is the closest battle on the track. Pitmates, but enemies on the track. Oh.
1 minute left. After 4 minutes 2 seconds,
So Ryan's
the top
caught back
drivers
up
are
with
Dan
Vince,
Jeppesen,
too.
Vince Lim, and Ryan Johnson.
So now that's the closest battle on the track. For second place, Dan has walked away with this.
45 seconds left.
Short course is up next. Short course.
30 seconds left. After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan
Ooh,
Jeppesen,
nice one,
Vince
Ryan.
Lim, and Ryan Johnson.
Alternate route. 15 seconds. Vince
15
and
seconds
Ryan are
left.
going to get one more lap.
10,
Oh,
9,
boy. Ryan
8,
tried to go outside.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh! Oh!
Darren
well.
Smith done. Ryan Johnson done. Dan Jeppesen done. Earl Newton done. All drivers are finished. Vince Lim done. The race is completed.
So Danny out of 24.506, fast out of 12.3, 12.4 out of Ryan, 12.7 out of Vince, 12.6 out of Darren, 12.8 out of Earl. So short course is up. Nice run, Dan. Nice patience. I always feel like short course should have one quarter marshal per truck. Do 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 do. Check him in, guys. Check him in. Let's go. We will need a volunteer after this one.
Carlo D. Jeremy Becker.
So Ryan, why don't we use you in the next
Matt
one
Hoyt.
for truck? Yeah. Line them up. Jeremy, Carlo, Matt. Line them up however you want to because you're short course. You're kind of like the tubas in marching band. They did whatever they wanted. Here we go. Okay, that's where we're going to start. Sweet. Nothing can go wrong there. On the tone, lesson 5. Oh my God. Oh my God, the first jump. Carlos just carving a new path. Carlo's known for his creativity in short course.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
So there is podium, or there's 3 awards for short course at the stock championship. Just saying.
After 1 minute, 4 minutes left, the top drivers are Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
Stadium truck is next. Battle out front between Jeremy and Carlo. Oh, yeah.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy
Oh,
Becker,
yeah.
Carlo
There's
D,
a short
and Matt
course
Hoyt.
pass for you. You hit them on the right spot, and they do a little spin.
Three minutes after left. 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
I'm tired. I went to see the F1 movie last night at 10:30. I got out at 1:30. It is a 2.5-hour movie, but for some reason they decided at 10:30 night to show a half-hour previews. I was like, can we quit and show the movie?
After 2 minutes 31 seconds,
If
the
you
top
like
drivers
F1,
are
you'll
Carlo
like the
D,
movie. If
Jeremy
you're
Becker,
in it
and
for the
Matt Hoyt.
story, probably not going to like the movie. Although my wife did point out that Brad Pitt is 61, and she's like, what's wrong with you? Because I keep saying, well, I can't really get in that much shape because I'm 62.
2 minutes left. After 3 minutes,
You
1
watch.
second,
Brad at
the
62
top
is going to look
drivers are
horrible.
Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
That 61 to 62 is a rough year. Yeah.
After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
That might have been the slowest corner marshal ever. What I did find out is when she said that, the proper response was not, well, yeah, Kim Kardashian's the same age as you, too. That was a really bad thing to say.
1 minute left. After 4 minutes,
I
2
actually
seconds,
did not say that.
the
I
top
would never
drivers
say
are
that.
Carlo D, Jeremy
For
Becker,
one, I don't think
and
Kim
Matt Hoyt.
Kardashian's hot. And my wife's hot. I don't know why she's married to me, but
45 seconds left.
all right. 40 seconds. We're going to need downtown DJ Terry Brown.
.30 seconds left. After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
Cool. Woo! How old are you? Man,
15 seconds left.
I don't think I could have done that when I was 18.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carlo D done.
takes the win, 19,501, leaving the
Jeremy
door open
Becker
for a
done.
20-lap run.
All drivers are finished.
All right, we're
Matt
going to
Hoyt
need a
done.
volunteer corner
The race is
marshal or
completed.
two. Whoa.
All right, we got 13.5 Stadium Truck by Reedy staging, getting some warm-up laps in. Corner marshals are looking pretty feisty already.
Graydon Edwards.
Graydon's checked in. We're looking for Vince, Kevin, and Alexander.
Vince Lim.
What's up, Mr. Carlo?
Lil Putton. Fearless leader.
Fearless leader checks in. We got checks on everybody. Close down the straight. Line them up in the following order. Vince, Graydon, Kevin, and Alexander. This is the A1 main, a 13.5 Stadium Truck. Corners ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A full contingent. Drivers ready. We got 4 of you ready for battle on the tone in less than 5 seconds. Maybe. Couldn't get the click. And they're off. Vince in the 1. Graydon in the 2. Kevin 3. Alexander 4. We got 2 groups. First and second in the lead battle. Third
After
and
30
fourth
seconds,
a little bit
the
behind.
top drivers are Vince Lim,
We
Graydon
got an early
Edwards, and
fast
Fearless
lap
leader.
of 13.1 out of Vince. Graydon's only half a second back according to the computer.
After 1 minute,
4 minutes
the
left.
top drivers are Vince Lim,
Vince
Graydon
steps
Edwards,
it up
and
with
Fearless
a
leader.
12.9. 12.941. Oh, Kevin tips it. That puts Alexander in the 3 spot. Got a little gap now. Everybody's gapped out a little bit. Alexander
After 1
goes
minute 30
12,
seconds,
8,
the top
2,
drivers are
8.
Vince Lim, Graydon Edwards, and Lil Putton.
Setting the fast lap of the heat. They're trading fast laps. Can Vince take it back? Vince in the 1, Graydon 2, Alexander 3, Kevin 4.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Vince Lim,
Graydon slipped
Graydon
back
Edwards,
a little
and
bit,
Lil Putton.
1.8 seconds back now. Here comes Alexander trying to catch the draft off of that Graydon truck. Vince, oh, no. Hard to ID these cars upside down.
After 2 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Graydon Edwards, and Lil Putton.
Graydon sets his fast lap of 13.1.
After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Graydon Edwards, and Lil Putton.
Alexander putting the heat on him. And a nice sportsmanship weight right there. And they're battling again. Second and third up for grabs. Alexander has just a hair more speed.
After 3 minutes
Can he
31
do it?
seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Graydon Edwards, and Lil Putton.
Oh. Alexander tips it over on the inside move. And they're off again. Vince in the 1.
1 minute left. After 4
Kevin
minutes 1
goes
second,
to the 2.
the top drivers are Vince Lim, Fearless Leader, and Graydon Edwards.
Oh. Another bobble, another trucking incident. He sorted out. Big battle. Oh.
45 seconds left.
Gets hung up on the stairs.
.30 seconds left. After 4 minutes
Alexander
32
throwing
seconds,
everything he
the top
has
drivers
at it,
are
but
Vince
it's
Lim,
not
Fearless
gonna-
Leader, and Graydon Edwards.
Third place gets hung up. They tighten it up again. 20 seconds left. Couple more laps.
15 seconds left.
Third and fourth. Nose to tail.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Graydon Edwards done.
Done at the
Lil
line.
Putton done. Fearless
And
Leader
Vince
done.
crosses in the 1.
All drivers
so
are
the
finished.
finishing order is Vince,
Vince Lim done.
Kevin, Graydon, and Alexander. Good job.
The race is completed.
All right, we will need volunteers on this one because I'm up here. Alexander's in this race. Vince is in that race.
Vince Lim,
Okay. We could use somebody at the far end underneath
Lil
the
Puttin.
Associated banner, and that'll do it. Let's get Daniel and Emily to check
Jen
in.
Jefferson.
There we go. Emily, go across the line really quick and line them up.
Emily
Go
Weldon,
Daniel, Alexander, Vince, and Emily. Daniel, Alexander, Vince, and Emily. Daniel, Alexander. Let's see if Alexander can pass without hitting somebody. Here we go. Driver's ready. Corner's ready on the tone. Less than 5.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Lil Puttin, and Vince Lim. After
4
1
minutes
minute left, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Lil Puttin,
So
and
Dan
Emily
out
Weldon.
front. 12-2 for a fast lap. Puddin's got a 12-8. Emily 13-1. Vince 12-7.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Lil Puttin, and Vince Lim.
Oh no.
Three minutes
After
left.
2
minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Emily Weldon, and Vince Lim.
Dan 23.50. Emily up to the 2 22.505. Vince 22.510.
After
And
2
Alexander
minutes 31 seconds,
bringing up the
top
rear with a
drivers are Dan
21
Jefferson,
lap
Emily
run.
Weldon, and Vince Lim.
Way to go on that. Might be a 20 lap run now. Little Puddin's kind of like curdled milk here tonight.
2 minutes left. After 3 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson,
Emily's
Emily
having
Weldon,
a really good
and
run
Vince Lim.
here. Come on, Emily, get that 12-second lap again. You got a 13-0. Follow that guy. He's
After
fast.
3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Emily Weldon, and Vince Lim. One minute left. After 4 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Emily Weldon, and Vince Lim. 45 seconds left.
So Vince and Emily, that's the closest battle. 30 seconds left. Vince
30 seconds
is
left.
1.8 seconds behind.
After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Emily Weldon, and Vince
Whoa,
Lim.
boy. Whoa.
15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vince Lim done. Emily Weldon done.
All right, and Daniel's
Dan
going to take the
Jeppesen
one.
done. All drivers are finished.
Alexander, a solid
Will
4.
Putton done. The race is completed.
I'll have Alexander call these next races here. So we'll need a volunteer for Alexander. So the winner of this one will go to the B main, number 2. Yeah.
J-Rex. Kenny Crawford. Matt Hoyt. Matt Rigsby. Seth Rhodes.
Alrighty, if I get a volunteer marshal at the step down, I think. No, at the other side of the driver's stand, yeah. If I get one volunteer at the other end of the driver's stand, and then we will be good. Again, one corner to the other end of the driver's stand. Thank you. All right, order's going to go Seth, Jeremy, Kenny, Matt Rigsby, and Matt Hoyt. Thank you, Ryan. All right. Driver's ready. Marshall's ready. On tone, here we go. Dan, did you like my run? Fantastic start here. That is not the shortcut.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Kenny Crawford, and Matt Hoyt.
Caution over at Chad. All right, Seth out in the 1, Kenny 2, Matt now 2, Kenny 3, Matt Rigsby 4, Jeremy in the 5. 4:20 on that clock. Up next we stock buggy B main.
After 1 minute, 4 minutes left, the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Matt Hoyt, and Kenny Crawford.
Caution on the step down, caution on the step down. All clear. 3:45 on that clock.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Matt Hoyt, and Kenny Crawford.
3:25 on the clock. Seth still out on the 1, Matt 2, Kenny 3, Matt 4, Jeremy 5, 13, 9, your fast lap. Caution sweeper, clear. Caution at the end of the sweeper, caution at the end of the sweeper.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Matt Hoyt, and Kenny Crawford.
Caution on the step down. Caution on the step down. Continue caution on the step down. Continue caution. Getting on straightaway. Clear.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Matt Hoyt, and
All right,
Kenny
we got
Crawford.
2:30 on that clock. Caution, Chad. Caution, Chad.
2
Clear.
minutes left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Matt Hoyt, and Kenny Crawford.
All right, 1:35 on the clock. Seth still leading this round. Matt 2, Jeremy 3, Kenny 4, Matt 5.
After 3 minutes
13.7 fast
32
lap.
seconds, the
1:25
top
on the
drivers are
clock.
Seth Rhodes, Matt Hoyt, and Jay Rex. One minute left. After 4
1
minutes
minute on
2
the
seconds,
clock.
the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Matt Hoyt, and Kenny Crawford.
50 seconds.
45 seconds left.
Caution at the sweeper. Caution after the sweeper. Clear.
30 seconds left. After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Matt Hoyt, and Kenny Crawford. "15 seconds left.
10 seconds on the clock.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, keep
Kenny
going. Just
Crawford
calls you done.
Matt Rigsby done. Matt Hoyt done. Jay Rex done. All drivers are finished. Seth Rhodes done. The race is completed.
Seth. Yeah, next round. So Seth, the trick is to just don't drive like me. Yeah. Yeah, don't drive like me. Wait, did I get more laps in 5 minutes? Probably. Dude, I crashed every lap pretty much. It was the roughest I've ever seen you ever. Oh, dude, it is not my night tonight. I don't know what's going
Terry
on.
Brown.
I took
Chad Kramer.
Kevin out in truck, and then I proceeded to take Graydon out like 3 times. Like I wasn't trying to. I'm trying to give him space, and I was like tap the brake. I just, dude, I don't know what's going on. And then Maud, I was like, I'm just gonna get out of everyone's
Emily
way.
Weldon.
I couldn't drive my car.
Fearless leader.
That was a yeah. I don't know what's going
Jeremy
on. today.
Becker.
That is not good. All right, I got checks on everyone. Let's go ahead and get lined up on that straightaway. I need someone at the step down and someone at the someone at the step down, please. And corner marshal, if you could move the dot in on the wall ride. It's probably from all the times I hit it coming through there. All right, order's gonna go Chad, Terry, Kevin, Jeremy, and Emily. All right. Driver's ready. Marshal's ready. On the tone, less than 5. Caution, wall ride, caution, wall ride. Clear. Caution at Chad, caution at Chad.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Chad Kramer, fearless leader, and Emily Weldon. After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Chad Kramer, fearless leader, and Emily Weldon.
All right, 3:40 on the clock. Chad on the 1, Kevin 2, Emily 3, Terry 4, Jeremy 5, fast lap 12.9 out of Terry. 12.9.16, Kevin with a 12.9.43. Gap between 1 and 2, 0.2 seconds.
After
2 and
1
3,
minute
3.2 seconds. So 1 and 2
the
have
top
quite a bit of a
drivers
lead
are
over the
Chad
rest
Kramer,
of the grid. Chad
fearless
leading this
leader,
round.
and Emily Weldon.
Kevin only 0.3 seconds back, so that's the battle to watch right now on the grid. Everyone else separated by a couple seconds here. Another battle between Terry and Emily. That gap is now 0.3 seconds as well. So we got two good battles on the grid right now. Kevin goes through. Clean pass there, coming around that corner. 3 minutes on the clock. So Jeremy, you will have the leader coming up on you here in a second.
The
Please
top
let him by when it
drivers
comes
are
up to you.
fearless leader, Chad Kramer, and Emily Weldon.
Thank you. And then you will have second place coming up after that. 2:45 on the clock. Emily trying to extend that lead over Terry right now. Down the straightaway they go. About a straightaway gap between the two of them. Thank you, Jeremy, letting Kevin and Chad through there. Gap between 1 and 2, 1.2 seconds now is the gap.
After 2 minutes
2
31
and
seconds,
3,
the top drivers
between
are fearless leader, Chad
Chad
Kramer,
and
and
Emily.
Emily Weldon.
All right, 2 minutes on
2
the
minutes
clock.
left.
Fast
After
lap
3
now,
minutes 2
12.8
seconds,
out
the
of
top
Terry
drivers
Brown.
are fearless leader, Chad Kramer, and Emily Weldon.
Everyone, they're about the same speed right now. They're all within about a tenth of each other for fast lap. Grid is fairly tight right now, 1:40 on the clock. Terry and Emily still battling it out back of the grid there. Terry caught up to Emily, so he's all over the back within striking distance. With 1:30 on the clock, still plenty of time to make something happen. Emily's just got to hold it together.
After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are fearless leader, Chad
Caution,
Kramer,
Chad,
and
caution,
Emily
Chad. So
Weldon.
Terry goes through there. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see it. We got 1:10 on that clock.
One
We
minute
are
left.
under a minute now left in the race.
After 4 minutes 3 seconds, the top drivers are
Caution, wall
fearless
ride,
leader,
caution,
Chad
wall ride.
Kramer, and Terry
All
Brown.
clear, all clear. Hey, Ryan. Hey, you just stand. Awesome, thank you.
45 seconds left.
All right, 35 seconds on that clock.
.30 seconds left. After 4
Grid is
minutes
holding
33
steady so
seconds,
far.
the top drivers are fearless leader, Chad Kramer, and Terry
Quick
Brown.
recovery out, Kevin. That's going to tap out the grid. I'm not sure. Chad goes through. Oh, boy. 15 seconds on the
15
clock.
seconds left.
I couldn't really see what happened going to that sweeper section.
10, 9, 8,
That was
7,
unfortunate.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chad's
Terry
just going to
Brown
run the
done.
rest of this lap clean.
Jeremy Becker done.
Smart move, Chad.
Chad Kramer done.
I saw the slow
Emily
over
Weldon
the... Yeah,
done.
that...
All drivers
understandable.
are finished. Fearless leader done.
That was unfortunate.
The race is completed.
That's still better than what I did. Yeah. All right. We're looking for Dan, Todd, Graydon, Earl, and Ryan. All I'm going to say is I trash talked Graydon a little too much for Stadium Truck this evening. It is coming back to bite me hard.
Dan Jefferson, Graydon Edwards, Earl Newton, Ryan Johnson,
What?
Todd Powell,
I didn't. I was. Yeah, I didn't check. I was a little caught up in everything. Yeah, we can check back for you. All right, I got checks on everyone. Let's go ahead and get lined up on the straight. Order's gonna go Dan, Todd, Graydon, Earl, and Ryan. All right, I need corners out to the track, please. Someone over at the A banner, someone at the step down. Terry, I'm gonna put you at the A banner, and I'm gonna have Jeremy do the step down. All right. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. On the tone, less than 5. All right. Fantastic start out of the grid here. Caution sweeper, caution sweeper.
After 30
Good
seconds,
re-entry there.
the top
All right.
drivers are Dan Jefferson, Todd Powell, and Graydon Edwards.
Graydon, don't drive like me. It's not fast. I'll promise you that.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers
Todd
are
has
Todd
built a
Powell,
wall
Dan
between
Jefferson,
him and Dan
Earl
right now,
Newton.
and he is not letting anyone through that. Keeping that door closed on Dan. Dan's got the pace, but he's not going to concede that spot. He is going to fight it till he can't anymore. Ah.
After 1 minute 31
Come on,
seconds,
Todd, you got this.
the top drivers are Todd
All right,
Powell,
Todd.
Dan Jefferson,
Dan
and
goes
Earl
in the
Newton.
1 now. 12-6. Todd 2, Earl 3, Ryan 4, Graydon 5. Deep breaths. Blink and breathe. Blink and breathe.
After 2 minutes
left.
1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton. After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson,
2:25 on
Todd
the clock.
Powell,
Dan leads
and Earl
around
Newton.
12-4. New fast lap. Todd in the 2, Earl 3, Ryan 4, Graydon 5. 2:20 to go.
Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
1:50 on the clock. Dan still leads around Todd in the 2, Earl 3, Ryan 4, Graydon 5. Everyone's separated by at least a second right now. There are no battles really going on the grid. Everyone just kind of waiting for a mistake. Ryan and Graydon now a battle to watch on the grid. There is a 0.5 separation between the two of them.
After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
Graydon looking inside. Graydon looking outside. Trying to find a move on Ryan. We got a minute on the clock. Minor
1 minute
contact
left.
there. Both recover.
After 4 minutes,
Down the
2
straightaway.
seconds.
Graydon looking
The
outside.
top
Trying to
drivers are
find an
Dan
opening.
Jefferson, Todd Powell, and
Hard
Earl
on the
Newton.
brakes. Graydon goes through. Ryan goes through. Both go out. Good sportsmanship
45
there.
seconds left.
44 seconds on the clock.
.30 left. After 4 minutes 33 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
Graydon goes through
15
around the wall
seconds left.
ride. Down straightaway, we got 10 seconds on the clock.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Graydon Edwards done.
Nicely done, nicely
Ryan
done.
Johnson
Keep going
done.
until she calls you done.
Todd Powell done. Dan Jefferson done. All drivers are finished. Earl Newton done. The race is completed.
All right, that's a race.
So Seth moves up. Who moves down from the B? So Ryan Johnson gets to join me in the B main, number 2. Let me see here. Who moves down from the B? So Jeremy Becker, you will be in the C main, first place in the C. So it's 8:30 now, so 10 minutes good enough for you guys? 10 minutes. So 8:40, we'll start with 21.5.
Kevin, what time are we getting started? Okay. All right, 21-5 is up to the stand looking for Seth, Graydon, David, Kenny, and Matt.
Graydon Edwards.
All right, let's get corners out of the track. So A main 17-5 drivers, you're out to the track to Marshall. That's where we're gonna keep you, I think. It's okay.
Matt Hoyt.
I need Seth, check in, David, and Kenny. Corner Marshall out to the track. I need someone at the associated banner. I'm going to need a few volunteers, I believe, for this one, since there are some carryover from 21-5 to stock. At least one.
David Pyle.
All right, so let's get checks on everyone, then we'll go ahead and get lined up.
Seth Rhodes. Kenny Crawford.
All right, got checks on everyone. No speed, no speed. That straightaway is closed. Order's going to go Seth, Graydon, David, Kenny, Matt. Again, Seth, Graydon, David, Kenny, and Matt. All right. Driver's ready. Marshall's ready. On the tone. Here we go. Caution straightaway, caution
After
straightaway on the
30
step down,
seconds,
caution straightaway
the
on the
top
step down.
drivers are
Clear.
Seth Rhodes, Graydon Edwards, and Matt Hoyt.
Deep breaths, blink and breathe, blink and breathe. Patience is going to be key in 21-5. Don't quite have the power to push as hard as you want.
After 1 minute, 4 minutes the left. Top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Matt Hoyt, and Graydon Edwards.
3:52 on the clock. Seth out on the 1, Graydon 2, Matt 3, David 4, Kenny 5. Fast lap is a 13.4 out of Graydon, so he's about 0.4 faster than first place right now. It's just a matter of the waiting game.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Graydon Edwards, and Matt Hoyt.
I think, Matt, you're going to have the leaders coming up on you here, 1 and 2. Thank you. All right, they've got fresh air ahead of them.
3 minutes
Time to
left.
see
2
some stuff
minutes,
happen
1
here.
second.
All right, 250
the top
on the
drivers
or
are Seth
255
Rhodes,
on the
Graydon
clock.
Edwards, and David Pyle.
Just got to stay tight on the pipe and keep that door closed. You got 240 on the clock. Graydon looking inside, collision midair. That was more of a racing incident, so I will
After
not
2
call
minutes
a
31
stop and go on
seconds,
that.
the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Graydon Edwards, and David Pyle.
.245 on that clock. Graydon still leads around Seth 2, David 3, Matt 4, Kenny 5. Caution on sweeper, caution on the sweeper. All clear.
2 minutes left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards,
All
Seth
right.
Rhodes, and David Pyle.
All right, heads up, you got the leader coming on you. Please let by. Thank you.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and David Pyle. One minute left. After 4 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and David Pyle.
All right, we got 45 seconds on the clock.
45 seconds left.
Up next, we 13.5 four-wheel drive.
30
Caution on the
seconds
wall ride,
left.
caution on the wall ride.
After 4 minutes 32 seconds,
All clear.
the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and David Pyle. "15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seth Rhodes done. David Pyle done. Matt Hoyt done. Graydon Edwards done. All drivers are finished. Kenny Crawford done. The race is completed.
All right, 13.5 four-wheel drive is up. No, but I will keep an eye out for it. Do you recall it coming off mid-race? Like, did you see it come off?
Dan Jefferson, Ryan Johnson, Vince Lim, Earl Newton, Darren Smith.
All right, I got checks on everyone. Let's go ahead and get lined up on the straight. Order's going to go Ryan, Vince, Dan, Earl, and Darren. Again, Ryan, Vince, Dan, Earl, and Darren. Hey, Dan. Dan. I know you're not used to not starting in the front, but... All right. Okay. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready on the tone. Here we go. right, 4:30 on the clock. Ryan out of the
After
1,
30
Earl in
seconds,
the 2,
the
Darren
top
3, Dan
drivers
4,
are
Vince
Ryan
5.
Johnson, Earl Newton, and Darren Smith.
Huh? I think Saturday. Is that fine? I don't know.
4 minutes after left. 1 minute 1 second. The top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Dan Jefferson, and Darren Smith.
3:50 on the clock. Ryan leads around. Dan 2, Darren 3, Earl 4, Vince 5. Fast lap 12:4:03 out of Jepson. Ryan fast lap 12:5:09. 24:5:08 is the pace. 23:5:07. 22:5:04 out of Darren. 22:5:09 out of Earl. 22:5:07 out of Vince.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Dan Jefferson, and Darren Smith.
Darren and Earl making a little contact. I will let the two of them fight that one out later in the parking lot. So Darren, Vince, and Earl, the battle to watch on the grid right now.
3 minutes after left. 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Dan Jefferson, and Darren
2:55.
Smith.
Dan new fast lap 12:3:84.
After 2
Some nice
minutes 31
sportsmanship there
seconds,
out of
the
Vince.
top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Dan Jefferson,
2:25
and
on the
Darren
clock.
Smith.
Up next
2
week,
minutes left.
13:5
3
short
minutes 1
course.
second. The top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Dan Jefferson,
Less
and
than 2
Darren
minutes
Smith.
on the clock.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Dan Jefferson,
1:25.
and Darren Smith.
Caution on the wall ride. That is unfortunate. Dan for losing a wheel.
1 minute left. After 4 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Dan Jefferson, and Darren Smith.
Oh boy. Dan, why couldn't you have done that in mod?
45 seconds left.
All right.
"30 seconds left. After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Darren Smith, and Earl Newton. "15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vince Lim done.
All right, 13.5 short course is up. Carlo.
Darren Smith done. Ryan Johnson done. All drivers are finished. Earl Newton done. The race is completed.
What? Wow, good for you. I was the first one to crash on the track. Beat that. No one does. I hold the record for the evening on that. What was going on with the two of you? What's up? That's a good kid you got there. So that's a good kid you got there. All right, let's go ahead and get checked in. Drivers, or marshals out to the track. Your axle fall off?
Matt Hoyt,
Oh Lord.
Jeremy Becker, Carlo D,
All right, I got checks on everyone. Let's go ahead and get lined up. I think Darren can cover this race. It should be fine. Nice, Carlo. First lap, let's see that. All right, land rush. I say land rush start. Almost. Not quite a rock crawler. I had a couple lines like that in my stadium truck, though, where I drove straight through there. Put them all in the step up. They got to start right on the edge of there. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Cool. All right. I need one more corner at the other end of the driver's stand. We can get started. Yeah? The winner of this gets some red vines of this heat. All right. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. On the tone. Here we go. Come on, Carlo. You got this.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Carlo D, and Matt Hoyt.
Maybe that's what we need. We need cars and karaoke night here. But it's just Carlo singing the whole time. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe Friday?
After 1 minute, 4 minutes left, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Carlo D, and Matt Hoyt.
What? Oh, everybody. I don't know. We'll talk. We'll figure it out. I wouldn't want to take you out on while you're crawling. .3:35 on the clock. Carlo can almost taste
After 1
those
minute
red
30
vines.
seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Carlo D, and Matt Hoyt.
Come on, Jeremy. Pick it up. Tight on the pipe. No, not barrel roll over the pipe.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
All right, 2:45 on the clock. Up next, 13.5 Stadium Truck. Yeah, I'll just.
After 2 minutes 30 seconds,
I
the
don't know what
top
I'll do.
drivers
Caution
are
on step
Carlo
down,
D,
caution on
Jeremy
step down.
Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
I'll just pull over.
Carlo, come on,
2 minutes after 3 minutes 1 second. The top drivers are Carlo D, Matt Hoyt, and Jeremy Becker.
$1:30 on the clock.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Carlo D, Matt Hoyt, and Jeremy Becker. One minute left. After 4 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt. 45 seconds left.
On the clock.
"30 seconds left. After 4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Carlo D, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Hoyt.
Terry, if we could get you up here to call Stadium Truck.
15 seconds
DJ
left.
Terry to the front.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeremy Becker done. Matt Hoyt done. All drivers are finished. Carlo D done. The race is completed.
Thank you for getting it all set up. And we got a little beatbox music for y'all. Stadium Truck is
Graydon
up
Edwards.
now. 13-5 Stadium Truck by Reedy. 4 contestants tonight. Vince versus Graydon versus Kevin versus Alexander the Great.
Vince Lim. Fearless
and we're
leader.
getting checks on our drivers, corner marshals. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could use one more maybe down at the top end of the stair steps. He's coming. We got a taker. We got checks on the drivers. And we're just getting settled in here just a little bit. Anybody down by the driver's stand in that area? Well, one in front here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Emily saves the day. Thank you very much. Take your pick anywhere you want. Probably this end right here, I think. I think that's probably good. Okay, so our lineup again, Vince, Graydon, Kevin, and Alexander. We're all lined up. Drivers ready. Corners ready. On the tone in less than 5 seconds. And we're off. Vince leads them around the first couple turns. Graydon tags the wall. Kevin's putting the heat on. Oh, but he cuts it short. Falls back. So that's Vince in the 1, Graydon 2, Alexander 3. Graydon's putting a little heat on Vince, closing it up
After
a little
30
bit.
seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Graydon Edwards, and Lil Putton.
Fast lap so far is a 12.9 out of the gate from Mr. Graydon. Vince in the 1, Graydon 2,
Hour 1
Alexander
minute
3.
left. The top drivers are Vince Lim,
Holding
Graydon
tight,
Edwards,
putting a
and
little
Lil
pressure
Putton.
on Graydon. Makes a pass, but can't hold on. Alexander steals the fast lap now at a 12.849. Oh, Graydon clips the pipe at Karen. That put Vince
After
out.
1 minute
Still in the
31
one.
seconds,
Alexander
the top
closing.
drivers are Vince Lim, Graydon Edwards, and Lil Putton.
Seems to be on a mission this round. Got a little work to do. Only 1.3 seconds back. Slipped a little bit. It's now 1.8. Graydon holds on to third.
3 minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second,
Kevin in
the top
4.
drivers are Vince Lim, Lil Putton, and Graydon Edwards.
Vince and Alexander stabilizing at 2 seconds. 2-second gap, first and second. Alexander still with the fast lap at 12.849. Vince sets his fast lap at 12.989.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Lil Putton, and Graydon Edwards.
Oh.
Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Lil Putton, and Graydon Edwards.
Vince cruising around in first, no heat. Nice and easy Sunday drive on a Wednesday night.
After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Lil Putton, and Graydon Edwards.
Alexander still holds on to the second place. Graydon and Kevin are starting to get into a little bit of a battle. Kevin's putting the heat on, inching up, inching up. Closer and closer.
1 minute left.
Almost within striking distance.
After
1
4
minute
minutes
to
3
go.
seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Lil Putton, and Graydon
Kevin's
Edwards.
on his bumper now.
"45 seconds left.
The battle's for the third. Kevin puts it beside him. Nice racing.
"30 seconds left. After 4 minutes 33 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Lil Putton, and
And
Graydon
pulls
Edwards.
him off of the stairs. Takes third place. Graydon with an inside
15
move.
seconds
Doesn't
left.
stick. Time's running out. He's in desperation mode.
10,
One more
9,
lap.
8, 7,
He's all over
5,
Kevin.
4, 3,
Oh, tough
2,
landing. Tough
1.
landing.
Lil Putton done.
Xander's done.
Fearless leader done. Vince Lim done. All drivers are
All
finished.
drivers are done.
Graydon
Finishing
Edwards
order
done.
for that heat is Vince, Alexander, Kevin, and Graydon.
The race is completed.
All right, this will be the last time we'll need volunteers out here. Modified buggy. Vince is going to be racing. Alexander's racing. I'm up here, so we need some volunteers. Unless Graydon wants to do the whole thing by himself.
Dan Jefferson. Emily Weldon.
Hey, Vince Lamaco. You want some
Will Putton.
red vines. Twizzlers are like wax. Darren wants them? Carlo, you forgot to grab yours, Carlo. And the last red vines is going to be to the winner of the C Main tonight of Stock Buggy. C Main Stock Buggy, you are racing for red vines. Yep. Let's get Vince checked in and we'll be ready to go.
Vince Lim.
Here we go. Let's line them up. Let's reverse it this time. Let's do Emily, Vince, Alexander, and Daniel. Let's see how Emily does in the lead. Don't let him by, Emily. Don't be nice. Do not be nice. Alexander is not nice. Just go drive it like it's a 21.5 around the corners. Here we go. Corners ready. Drivers ready. On the tone, less than 5. I would make a comment, but I'm not going to. Come on, Emily. Oh, yeah. Nicely done. Don't let that yellow car by you. It's sour. It's sour.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Emily Weldon, Dan Jefferson, and Lil Putton.
You keep them bunched up. Eventually, Alexander's going to run in the back of Daniel. Eventually. I guarantee it. Yeah. Oh, Dan looks inside. He holds off.
4 minutes
Oh,
left.
there
The
we
top
go.
drivers are Emily
Oh,
Weldon, Dan Jefferson, and Lil
bummer.
Putton.
Stay with it. Alexander's going to crash at least 2 more times.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Lil Putton, and Emily Weldon.
So the fast lap right now is a 12.2 out of Dan. Alexander just had a 12.5. Vince has a 12.9. Emily, come on. You got to get a 12-second lap. Uh-oh, our leader on his lid. Alexander goes through the feet. Yeah, I think Hot Pockets
3
did
minutes
11.8
left. 2 minutes 1 second.
yesterday.
The top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Lil Putton, and Emily Weldon.
Let's see if Puddin can hold Dan off. That car looks really loose. Or, oh, man. Go, Emily. Oh, man. No, Dan, no.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers
Emily
are Lil
should take
Putton,
the
Dan
lead now.
Jefferson, and Emily Weldon.
That's the way this should be. I will delete laps. You don't wait until... Oh, well, that's long enough.
Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Emily Weldon, and Lil Putton.
I think he is. He's testing slicks. Alexander has some drift tires you want to try out. Just that you know, we are going to be doing a vintage class this fall, and it's going to be slicks only.
After 3 minutes
Because they all
32
have ball
seconds,
diffs in them,
the
so if
top
we go
drivers are
slicks, they'll
Dan
be loose
Jefferson,
like
Will
dirt.
Putton, and Emily Weldon.
Look at Carlos scared. When you have slicks, you just use other cars to stop.
1 minute left.
1
After
minute.
4 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Emily Weldon, and Lil Putton.
Emily in the 2. Alexander Slickboy in the 3.
45 seconds left.
Oh, man. Yeah, way to go, Emily. Hackfest 2025 tonight by
30
Alexander.
seconds left. After
What
4
are you
minutes
doing?
32 seconds,
What are you doing?
the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Emily Weldon, and Lil Putton.
Oh.
15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Emily's getting
3,
pretty good at this mod
2,
stuff.
1. Dan Jefferson done. Emily Weldon done. All drivers are finished. Vince Lim done.
Oh.
Lil Puttin done.
Oh. Well, it is, a good thing you got a long weekend.
The race is completed.
C-Main. Guess what? You're racing for Twizzlers. Carlo. Yeah. Woo-hoo. How did you hit, Alexander?
Kenny Crawford. J. Rex. Matt Rigsby.
You were terrible at that one.
Matt Hoyt.
Broke like 3 screws in the car. Like, yeah, because it's the bulkhead, or the not the bulkhead, the ball stud mount is a 3-piece, and it moved the carbon piece, so it sheared all of my screws off. So, oh well. All right.
Jeremy Becker.
All right, got checks on everyone. Let's go ahead and get lined up on the straightaway. Oh my God. All right, order is going to go Jeremy, Kenny, Matt, Rigsby, Matt Hoyt, and Jeremy Becker. Okay, Becker to the front. All right. Drivers ready, marshals ready, on the tone. Less than 5. Hey, Carlo, you mind bringing that over to me? I want to see what all I broke on that.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Matt Rigsby, and Matt Hoyt.
All right, 4:15 on the clock. Jeremy Becker on the 1, Matt 2, Matt 3, Jeremy 4, Kenny 5.
After 1 minute, minutes left, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Matt
All
Hoyt,
right.
and Matt Rigsby.
Okay, 13.332 fast lap out of Becker.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Matt Hoyt, and Matt Rigsby.
Caution, Karen, caution, Karen.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Matt Hoyt, and Matt Rigsby.
All right, so Hoyt out on the 1, Rigsby 2, Jeremy 3, Jeremy 4, Kenny 5. So we have 2 Matts and 2 Jeremys in this race. That's
After
not
2 minutes
confusing
31
at all.
seconds, the top drivers are Matt Hoyt, Matt Rigsby, and Jeremy Becker.
So Hoyt's got to keep it together for the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds if he wants some Twizzlers or Red Vines or Red Vines. Yeah, Red Vines. Cool. Whoa there, Emily.
2 minutes
Almost
after
lost a
3
leg.
minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Matt Hoyt, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Rigsby.
Dan. All right, 140 on the clock. Caution on the straightaway. Caution at Chad. Caution everywhere. Oh boy, all right. Everything's clear, all clear, all clear.
After
Hoyt's
3
gotta keep
minutes
it together for
31
next minute
seconds,
30.
the top drivers are Matt Hoyt, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Rigsby.
Other side, straightaway, 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 straightaway. Thank you.
One minute left. After 4 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Matt Hoyt, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Rigsby. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Matt Hoyt, Jeremy Becker, and Matt Rigsby. 15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt Hoyt done.
Wall ride, wall ride, wall ride.
Jeremy Becker done. J Rex done. Kenny Crawford done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
Hey, Dan. Dan. You guys my pick. Mine. For me? Sure. It's keep breaking it. What? Hoyt won that. Hoyt. Matt Hoyt. Huh? Yeah, you start first. Well, you can. I don't care. You can start last if you want. I'm not gonna stop you from starting last. Emily, I think someone did find your.
Fearless leader.
Carlo, do you have the other wing mount? That was Emily's.
Terry Brown.
Right on. All right.
Ryan Johnson. Seth Rhodes.
I'm looking for Jeremy and Emily to check in. Or not Jeremy. Jeremy's on this and Chad's on this. I just need Emily to check in. Carlo, just give Emily whichever one's in good shape. Oh. Whichever one is not messed up, just give her the good one. Well, I thought one of the wings is intact, at least.
Emily Weldon.
All right, order's going to go Terry, Kevin, Emily, Ryan, Seth, and then... Okay. Cool. All right. Got checks now and drivers ready. Marshall's ready on the tone. Caution, Chad. Caution, Chad.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Terry Brown, and Fearless Leader. After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, Fearless Leader, and Terry Brown.
All right, 3:53 on the clock. Ryan on the 1, Kevin 2, Terry 3, Emily 4, Seth 5.
After 1 minute 30 seconds,
Battle between Kevin and
the
Ryan
top
down the
drivers
straightaway.
are
They
Ryan
go.
Johnson, Fearless Leader, and Terry
0.3
Brown.
seconds is the gap. 12-7 out of Kevin. He is flying. Curse of the RD. Dang, I can take him out without even being on the track. Caution, straightaway, straightaway, straightaway. All clear. I should just shut up. Good Lord. Oh, my God.
After
Okay.
2 minutes left, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson,
Less than 3
Fearless
minutes on the
Leader,
clock.
and Terry Brown. After 2 minutes 31
All right,
seconds,
2:30 on the clock.
top
Ryan
drivers
still
are
is right.
Ryan
Kevin in the
Johnson,
2,
Fearless
2.5
Leader,
seconds
and
is the
Terry
gap.
Brown.
Terry in the 3, Emily 4, Seth in the 5.
2 minutes left.
There we go.
3 minutes, 1
Gap is
second.
all closed
The
up.
top
Ryan
drivers
and
are Ryan
Kevin.
Johnson, fearless leader,
0.1
and Terry
seconds
Brown.
is the gap. Down the straightaway. Down the straightaway. Ryan, Kevin, what the heck are you guys doing? Okay. Still better than I drove this evening. All right. They are sorted out there. Down the straightaway they go. 0.3 seconds is the gap last time by. So for that is the only battle on the track.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Ryan Johnson, fearless leader, and Terry Brown.
Overtake
1 minute
over
left.
there, down the straightaway,
After
caution,
4
straightaway,
minutes, 2
straightaway, stay
seconds,
wide, stay wide,
the
stay
top
wide,
drivers
stay
are
wide,
Ryan
stay wide.
Johnson, fearless leader, and
What?
Terry Brown.
Ah.
45 seconds left.
Oh my gosh. "35 seconds on the clock.
30 seconds left. After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are fearless leader, Terry Brown, and Ryan Johnson. "15 seconds left.
Oh my.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ryan Johnson done. Emily Weldon done. Fearless leader done. Seth Rhodes done. All drivers are finished. Terry Brown done. The race is
Nicely
completed.
done. That sure was something. All right. Two-wheel drive 17.5. A-Main.
Dan Jefferson. Graydon Edwards.
You out while I wasn't even on the track. God damn. You're on one, dude. Dude,
Todd Powell.
I am on something.
Chad Kramer. Earl Newton.
All right, I got checks on everyone. No speed, no speed. That straight is closed. I need a corner at the Team Associated banner, please. If I get a corner marshal to the Team Associated banner and a corner to the other end of the driver's stand. Thank you, Terry. Order's going to go Dan, Todd, Graydon, Earl, and Chad. Again, Dan, Todd, Graydon, Earl, and Chad. All right. Drivers ready, marshals ready, on the tone. Here we go.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
Caution straightaway, clear. All right, Dan Allen 1, Todd 2, Earl 3, Chad 4, Graydon 5.
Four minutes after left. 1 minute 1 second. The top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
Caution straightaway, caution straight, caution on the step down, caution on the step down, stay inside, stay inside, stay inside,
After
stay
1
inside,
minute
stay
31
inside.
seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
Everyone gapped out by about 2 seconds right now.
Three minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
.235 on the clock. Dan lead us around. Todd 2, Earl 3, Chad 4, Graydon 5, 12.530. Fast lap on the track.
After 2 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
Sweeper, sweeper, sweeper. All clear.
Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
.140 on the clock. Everyone's still separated by about a second or more. Chad and Earl, new battle on the track, though. That is closing the gap under a second.
After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton. One minute left. After 4 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Todd Powell, and Earl Newton.
Forty-five seconds on the clock.
left.
On the clock.
30 seconds left. After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Todd Powell, and Chad Kramer. .15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Earl Newton done. Graydon Edwards done.
Keep going until she calls you done.
Todd Powell done. Dan Jeppesen done. All drivers are finished. Chad Kramer done. The race is completed.